All right, we are live. Welcome to the Season 4 opening race of the FSGP. And this year, we're going to be having two new broadcasters join us as your commentary. Welcome to the stage, both Niels and Foxy.
Hi.
Hello.
All right, and I'm not sure if you took a look at this, but our standings for this year last year were pretty spicy, with Jason flooring pretty much every race.
Almost. He got more than half the races he won, so it was quite dominating.
And today we'll be racing into race one this season in up in pole position we have Gus. Right behind him we have Jason Milanov. In third position we have Elias Hoke, and in fourth we have Lozzy. In fifth we have Diego Rosado, and sixth place Isaac Nilsson. Seventh follow-up is Vile Niem, and eighth Antonio Correa. In ninth place we have Brendan Pierce, and in 10th Adrialka 18. In 11th Gustavas Bettinges, and in 12th David Wilson. Up in 13th we have Javier Alguera, and in 14th Frank Daper. In 15th Matthias Patrozzi, and 16th Thomas Kine, and up 17th we have G1. So we can't wait to see the race start here with all the drivers ready, up with the engine running in this night race.
It's going to be
Can't
spicy,
wait to see.
you know that for sure.
Engines are starting up. Strategy wise we see everyone on the same tires.
Yeah, but they are cold,
Interesting
so
race.
the race is going to be spicy, and especially in those first laps. I expect a lot of mistakes and overtakes from drivers you might not expect.
Go here in Bahrain. You see
It
a
looks
great
like-
start from Gus. Yes, on the outside. No contact right now. Everyone's going cleanly. Turn 2, 1, 2, and 3. See an incident in the back. Everyone has gone clearly as Elias has overtaken Jason up into P2. Looks like everyone has gotten a clean start here in Bahrain. Gus trying to run away with the lead, but Elias just clinging on. Javier and Diego going side by side. Turn 13. Javier keeping the position.
Also, Kane had a really good start. He started in 16 and now he's already in 11th.
David Wilson also had a good start, going from 12th to 9th. Oh, spicy into turn 1. Nearly dive bombing Javier. That could have ended really badly. So we have Elias and Jason also fighting for P2.
As well as Elias.
Goes wide, he misses the corner.
Oh, Elias makes a
Jason
mistake.
taking P2 again.
Hug dropping back to 4th position with Lozzy now on the podium.
As Goose is just running away with the lead. It's bad
I think he wants his
second. Crazy.
I think he wants his second title. But I don't think Milanov is going to make. I don't think Milanov is going to give it him so easily.
As Jason here is leading the pack for second place. Elias is not happy with his mistake. Will probably want to get back to these drivers. Trying to maybe get his clean. As now Jason has run away. Going now on board with Thomas. Behind Frank. P11 fighting for P10. Maybe getting that position. Right up his slipstream.
Yeah, with these cars, slipstream is really important, but also there's not a lot of straights to overtake, so you have to be really close to the car in front. I hope they make a mistake, which is quite easy to do in these cars. They're not so easy to drive.
agile little Formula car. Not as agile as Formula 1 cars, but quite agile, as we see a battle here for 7th between Diego and Alguea. It's crazy. Right now is this dream. Is he gonna maybe look for a move down to turn 13 and down the inside?
Well.
Oh, now we have 3 wide. Brendan now going for that overtake.
This can't end
Careful,
well.
guys.
Oh, and Rosado latest on the brakes. And he makes it stick. Wow.
He takes a position up to 7th now. Scusier is just cleanly taking that lead, not wanting to take any chances with drivers behind, as we see also Jason starting to create a lead there for 2nd. This battle here for 7th is still not over. Brendan now looking right up Arguea's rear.
Yeah, Brendan Pierce also really had a really good year last year, finishing multiple times on the podium, but it's not looking so good right now. But I think he does want to get back those positions back.
Qualifying P9 now and up in 8th. As we have a battle for 12. Antonio and David, also quite close to each other. Seeing maybe someone risking a move down the inside, or maybe not losing their race. As a car goes wide there,
Thomas Kane loses 11th place.
That helps Bellings there, getting that position for 11th.
Yeah, that's an easy position to get. Yeah, but Korea a really disappointing start. Started in 8th and now he's only in 13th, so he lost about 5 places. So I do see him running away and closing the gap to Kane.
I think we're having technical issues here. There's no video on stream, I'm being told.
Oh, is there? That is not ideal. Not ideal.
Apparently, I forgot to swap it over for the first 6 laps. That is a horrible mistake.
Yeah.
Well, at least we have the commentary to keep up like a radio station. But now that we have the video, we can run through this grid again. Gus has taken the lead, trailing in first with a 3-second gap, as Jason is in 2nd, Elias in 3rd and Lozzi in 4th, Niam in 5th, Nielsen in 6th, Rosado in 7th, Pierce in 8th, and Alguea in 9th. We have here the battle. Then Dapper in 10th, Kane, as we see in front, in 11th, and Correa in 12th, trying to get that back, as Wilson now side by side for that 12th place. It's very interesting. And Andrialce 18 behind in 14th, Bettings in 15th, Patarozzi in 16th, Dawa in 17th, and Doriyama in 18th.
No, that's a pace car.
Oh,
That's one.
He's out. That explains it. 17 drivers right now out on track.
Dapper's in the pits.
Dapper has pitted.
Oh, maybe he made a mistake.
As we see here, the battle for 3rd between Elias and Lozzi. Lozzi's not leaving his rear end. All he sees is that big rear wing.
And
Well, I see a side by side into turn 4, Antonio into Thomas. Turn 5 still tries to take it side by side, but doesn't make it stick.
To overtake Kane, I think.
Now into
That
turn
bump at
10.
that bump at turn 9 looks really difficult to maneuver.
Antonio does not want to leave that end, as Thomas now does a mistake and went wide, leaving Antonio running outside of turn 13, but doesn't make it stick. As Thomas made a mistake again. It was contact.
They touched.
There's
And
been
Antonio's
contact.
through.
I hope the damage is not too harsh on both of the cars. They keep continuing, not pitting, meaning that Antonio gets that 11th place.
It was a mistake from
Lost.
Kane that which went wide out of on the dust, and that opened up for Korea to get
Oh,
the
it's
overtake.
Frank now going for the 13th place, side by side into turn 2 and 3 now, side by side on the second straight. Who's gonna get the position? It looks like it's Adials who gets that 13th place and sticks it into turn 4. Pierce here is really following the car up ahead. Brendan here following Rosado into turn 3. He's really close. Just one mistake and he gets the position. That's just all it takes for these cars. Just going slightly wide, and that's enough time for the car behind to get that position. He must hope that Diego does that position so he gets that 7th place.
Yeah, indeed, you're right. And also up front, it's also always very close. Losi being really close. Maybe Versado and Pierce. And here Wilson and Korea also going right at each other. And it's so easy to make a mistake. I say it again. The curbs are so aggressive, and the cars as well are so aggressive. You take one curb slightly too fast, and it's all over.
Missing one braking point and you're going just that slight wide, and that's just enough time for the car behind, even it's a half a second gap, just for that half a second to lose.
As you see here, Pierce looking at the inside of Rosado.
Wilson also right on JV's rear. Oh, maybe looks like for a switchback move. Maybe get that better exit into turn 9. Goes side by side into turn 9. Is he going to get the position to turn 10? He gets a position into turn 10, gets a better exit. Now he's trying to run away with that 8th place.
He just did an Alonso.
That was a great move from him. Just like 2023 Alonso move in Bahrain. It's now Brendan here as well, looking for that 6th place behind Rosado.
He is close, and those straights do help a lot here.
Getting just slightly a bit that sausage curb, that lost him a bit of time. Brendan does not want that. He wants to stay as up close as on Rosado as he can. So he goes slightly wide there. Looks like that's a racing line. Looks like a bit of wide line taking, but if that's in track limits, that's all good.
Yeah, I think the track limits are quite wide at this track, since we see almost every driver, especially at turn 4.
Elias going out of the slipstream, not wanting him to get the slipstream. Miami behind, now looking also to get that 4th place.
Losi is going really... He's closing in a lot on the braking.
Just right there on Elias.
Is that Thomas Kane
oh,
getting
as
lapped?
Thomas does a mistake.
No, I think he's just... Is he? I think he's getting lapped.
Thomas is getting lapped here, that's interesting. As Lossi going up into 3rd. Elias looks like having issues, got disconnected from the race. So Lossi got that 3rd place position now.
Hold on, what happened to Hawk?
We saw him disappear right in front of Lossi.
Yeah, now he's in 6th place. Oh, that's really hard for him. He's running so good. Filling up so well. Milanov is closing a gap to
Frank getting
Milanov
lapped as well. No, it's a battle between Frank and Dapper here. Frank and Antonio, my bad. Frank going side by side to turn 2. That's sort of turn you want to go side by side at.
But it's not over
yet. Get the position. Have to watch out for that blue flag as well, as we see Lossi behind getting closer. Lossi really probably screaming, oh, there's a mistake.
That's Thomas Kane in the mistake.
We have also 18 here fighting for against Correa for the 13th place. As we still have Antonio and Frank going side by side now into turn 11.
And now
Still side by
there are blue
side.
flags. Ooh.
It's gonna be blue flags,
Three
but
whites.
Antonio takes it, uses the blue flag, gets that position, but now has to leave Lozzy behind.
Oh, no, and he makes a
Antonio
mistake.
going wide. Frank getting
Onto the
back his
dirt.
position.
Wow, this is amazing racing here. And Lozzy
Lozzy is
pits.
going into the pit lane.
Straight on the dot on the middle. Comes in, changes fuel, changes tires. Milanov and Dodeman stay out. So maybe it's a gamble from him. He can,
David
he
here
can
coming
get.
out now. Going now also into the battle here against Correa and Frank. This is going to be a three-way battle now for that 11th place.
Yeah, and every place is important. So, oh, amazing shot here. Just look at how
He's
fast these
gonna
cars
do
are
into
going.
turn 9. You can see the
He's looking
different
for the
lines
better
the drivers
exits.
take.
This is Wilson trying out the outsides.
And 11th, David Wilson makes it stick, going up
wow,
into
how-
11th.
How did he pull that off? Oh, Frank Dapper almost on the dirt. He's now under attack from Korea. The run.
Now here, Elias now probably recovering from his weird incident that he has now going up to 5th, fighting for the 5th place. As Diego goes into the pit, so Elias doesn't even have to fight. Let's see if Elias gets a good run and keeps up his 5th place. That is interesting to see now with the pit lane. Let's see the undercutting drivers, if they get that position, or maybe the overcut works.
Yeah, it's all dependent. I think right now the undercut will work. A bit better because you have fresher tires and you split the race equally. But I mean, if you can go longer and you don't lose positions, I think you have to go longer.
Correa going running outside, getting the position out of turn 13, getting that position on Dapper. That's an interesting move running outside there. Looks like he had more grip there. Does it look like the tires are starting to fall?
Maybe, don't know.
You see a few drivers sometimes lacking for grip, going wide and even onto like
and that's
curbs or the
Niemi.
gravel.
Who goes to the pits?
Niemi into the pits.
Yeah, the Finn also having a strong weekend. He's going to search for his first podium as well, so I think he'll be hungry for that.
Elias definitely wants his podium also back. It's definitely interesting as Goose now also into the pit lane. We have the battle here between Pierce and Rosado. They were going quite a bit defensive. That lost him a lot of time though, because he went wide.
Yeah, Pierce also finished really strong last year with a podium, couple of podiums near the end. So he's a really good driver.
And Pierce is right up the rear of Rosado. Maybe having a look into turn 13 maybe. That's where drivers keep doing mistakes.
Yeah, he'll use the experience he had from last year, also from winning in the Netherlands, to put the pressure on Rosado.
Oh, as David
contact.
Wilson going completely off the track. That's not what he wants. Going from 11th down to 13th. This three-way battle here between these three drivers really is interesting to see, because there's been mistakes happening here. So Antonio now getting the lead on this train.
And now Korea is back in 11th.
Brendan and Diego really want to fight this out.
Brendan Pierce is not giving up on this, but Rosado is looking for a really good position. He hasn't been on the podium last year, so I don't think he will give up his 6th place as well. And at the front, Doorman is again extending his gap now to 6.6 seconds on Milanov, who also has an enormous gap of 14 seconds on losing.
Looks like that Goose has already pitted. Jason, I don't think, has pitted yet, but I might be wrong here. Lozzie has pitted.
Lozzie has pitted, but I think
I have seen Goose pitted.
Milanov and Doornmalen pit.
Doornmalen has pitted. Milanov, I have not seen pit.
No, same.
As Pierce now sends it down the inside of turn 8. Does make it stick, but he still has his nose in there.
Yeah, he did get the room from Diego. Ooh, also goes wide now. He's not giving up, and it's almost only 6 laps to go, so he has a couple of opportunities.
Once at 6th place, that point, those are important points that he might have to get.
Yeah, it's from the get-go, every point is important.
Into turn 1, let's see if he maybe looks for a move, maybe down the inside.
He is close. When he
does
goes for
look for it.
Side by side. Maybe trying to get a better exit up to turn 4.
Diego did leave him the space there. He's going for the other different. Oh, they got losing the rig. Out of turn 4, having to cut turn 5.
I think there was contact
turn
there.
8.
I think they touched. I think Rosado went wide, and when he came back on the circuit, they touched. So I don't think Pierce is going to be so happy about that.
Stata is leaving Elias through with blue flags.
Getting a left.
5 laps to go. 5 laps to go. We see still a lot of battles out on track for important points into this first round of the season.
Yeah, indeed. Ilias Hawk also having a great race. Last season he only really came through in those last races. Lost one podium in Mexico and Brazil, and then a win in Las Vegas. So he's not far off the podium again. So he could spice up the championship, in my opinion.
These are the drivers we have to watch out for the rest of the season. Ghost, Doornmalen, Jason Milanov, Lozzie and Elias are like quite now the drivers we have to watch out for during the season. They've all been fighting. Goose has been running away with the lead right now, with his 6-second lead. Milanov just in second, but keeping it nice and steady as Lozzie is quite far away. But Elias kinda that's probably maddening for him to see that he has lost his podium due to an incident that might have probably not have been his mistake.
Yeah, that's really frustrating, technical issues. But that doesn't mean he knows he has the pace, so I think for the next races he will be up there. I count on that.
There's the blue flags card of Javius not going out of the way. Now Antonio Correa going for that overtake because of Javius' mistake. Antonio gets the position out of it, gets that 1 point.
Smart.
It's very important.
This is tactical racing. This is really tactical racing.
We're nearing the end of the race with 3 laps to go.
I don't count out Brandon Pierce and Isaac Nielsen for a couple of podiums as well. And maybe you win this year. Last year they were really strong. This race quite a poor qualifying for both of them.
Qualifying 9th, now up to 7th. I mean, he has had a great race and still maybe fighting Diego for that important position. That 6th place is very important for him, as we hear that he is quite a strong driver. Just had an unlucky qualifying.
Yeah, indeed. He's already again on the back of Rosado. And I don't think he'll wait this much right now. I think he'll snap the opportunity at the first go.
He has to start looking for chances anyway, as there's only 2 laps to go in this race. If he waits for too long, that position might not be his. As we see Frank doing a mistake there, Oi, taking that curb quite aggressively and going wide, nearly into the pit lane. He just manages to stay off the pit lane. Very important here. Oh, as David spins into turn 1, Frank getting that position. That's not good for him at all.
That's not what you want in the last laps. That's not at all what you want in those last laps.
He has probably overdriven the tires and now overheated them into turn 1, has lost the rear and completely spun. That's interesting to see if he can manage to bring that car back home before the race, if he has to pit, if he has his tires destroyed. Oh, as Brendan also loses turn 8. We've been talking about Brendan this race. That's not good for his image. He wants good points, and now it's bad for Diego. It's basically over.
Yeah, pushing too hard. He was pushing a lot. Those last laps to close the gap to does get that point because he didn't have anything to lose. The gap behind was quite big, and he took the gamble and lost it. So quite understandable.
Now Rosado's eyes are up ahead as Niemius right there as well. 2 laps to go. Nearly gonna be the final lap soon. As Gus is arriving through the final corner now, and now it's the final lap. Everyone who's fighting now has to look for a chance to overtake, or that's gonna be the end of the race for them before they make that overtake.
Yeah, Rosado is closing in. Was closing in those last laps.
You see now, Gus and Jason going into that final lap.
Incredible.
It's a big gap the first 2 drivers have. A 19-second gap between Jason and Lozzie. They've been pushing their race as we see behind someone nearly losing the rear.
Almost a perfect race because it's I mean, he's a Dutchie. He's made to dominate. What else can I say?
We already saw a Dutch driver today win. We're gonna have another one going through the final corner now, as you can breathe a sigh of relief as he's going now, gonna cross the line in first as Doraman wins his first race of the season. Jason up in second, and Lozzie behind has quite a gap, but it does look fair to say that Lozzie will get his first third place, as Elias is quite far away. Lozzie going through the final corner, getting that third podium position, and can also breathe a sigh of relief. Crossing the line now. The race is basically over. Everyone fighting now has the final few corners to take the overtaking chance. Also gonna have to say goodbye as has been in contact between Jave and 18. Jave 18 is not gonna get that position. Just too hard into the final corner, did not get that. But careful, Frank behind has that run, but doesn't make it over the line. Oh, there 18 there, see, smashing into the wall as a sigh of relief. That was interesting there. 18 nearly had the position for 11th place, but did not manage and had contact there. That was an interesting final corner there. Hui.
Yeah, it was exciting. All up to the end.
That was quite a race, as now we have a race winner here. Probably celebrating in his car, screaming, yes, go. Quite dominant weekend. That was quite a strong race from Doremalen. I butchered that name. I apologize.
Luckily, his race went quite a bit easier than his name.
Yeah. As we have other drivers. That was quite a race.
I really enjoyed this.
Also,
the battle for 11th place did not want to end. Not until the last corner of the race.
That was very interesting. But the podium was Gus van Doremalen, Jason Milanov, and Lozzie.
Yeah, a bit disappointing for Elias Hawk, who had a really good race until those technical issues.
Yeah, he could have gotten that third place, maybe for a little battle, but sadly he had that technical problem and went down to 4th. At least he only lost 1 position. He lost 2 doing that problem.
Yeah, Niemi also a really strong race. Started as like 5th place, also finished 5th. I think he also will be really happy with that result.
That was a race, wasn't it, Niels?
It sure was, Kane. Foxy.
Well, let's take a look at the standings. They're just loading up now. Pretty hard race for me. I'm not sure about the race winners, but they seem to just go off into the night.
Yeah. Do we now have a interview with Guus and Milanov, or has it already been taken?
I pinged them, but I'm not sure if they're still here. So let's take a look at the standings real quick.
Right.
Okay, we've
So we
got.
have Lucy.
Yeah, go for it.
Do you have to go into Series voice chats or just invite him here?
I think I should be able to pull him in.
Right. Foxy, you're doing the questions, or
Who are we dragging in?
Lucy?
Oh yeah, I have a few questions.
Right.
Sorry, he hasn't been part of these before.
No, I get it. It's alright. Hold on, wait, that's not there. Aha.
Okay, here's Losey.
Hello,
Hello.
Lozy. Congratulations on that third place here in Bahrain. How do you feel?
Well, honestly, I mean, it's always great to have a podium, but I felt like I was going to be closer to Gus and Jason, but it was not the case. But we will try to improve and get closer to them.
You had quite a battle there for first place there. There was a few corners where you were battling Jason for second and also Elias there where you were in 4th place. What was your reaction when you saw Elias disappear in front of your eyes?
I mean, the first reaction is, oh yeah, I'm on the podium. That's great. But honestly, we were having a very good fight, and it was a shame he had that problem because yeah, we were having a very good fight, and I was looking into fighting with him.
You also went quite early into the pit lane with your tires. Did you have tires issues, or was that just a tactical call as your strategy, or did something happen there?
I didn't change tires. I just had fuel up to that lap. I don't know why.
So you ran with a little less fuel, and that made you pit earlier than everyone in front of you did.
Yeah, but also I was looking to see when to pit. When maybe when I had the lap cars in front, it was a good time to pit, so I don't lose time with them. And also I was looking if I didn't end up in a car with a car at the exit of the pit lane. Yeah, I pit that at the time because of those things.
Interesting. Niels, do you have questions?
Yeah. You lapped quite a lot of cars. Was it hard to navigate around them with a lot of them fighting for 11th place towards then?
Mm, well, in this race, the lap cars, they were very clean, I must say. There were some moments where I was a bit scared, but yeah,
Yeah,
I
we saw
managed it
that.
well.
Well, I
Alright, I think.
congratulate you for that third place, Lozzie. That was a great race from your part, and you gave us some great action to commentate over.
Yeah. Yeah, very much. Congratulations with your third place. Enjoy the
Thank you.
podium.
Thank you. Good commentary from you guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
Always there.
Bye.
All
So we're
right.
going to remember Rosie for acknowledging our good commentary. You will remember that.
Exactly.
Where is the where are we streaming again? On what platform?
That's on you.
We're on YouTube, but here is the current.
FSGP. Because I can't find the.
This is the current standings.
Alright. Because I cannot find the FSGP live stream.
Should I go over the standings one more time, or are we?
Did we go over the post-race standings?
Yep, those are the same of the championship. So
Yeah.
it's the first race.
Well, I think we're pretty much done then, unless you guys have something you'd like to talk about.
No, I'm just happy here to commentate.
Mm.
This race was
For-
quite spectacular to see with position
Forza
changes.
Forza Ferrari. No.
So we will be back on the 9th for the Saudi Arabian round of this here championship. I believe you two will be back once again.
Yeah,
well,
certainly.
sure.
All right,
I'll be
well,
glad
if you
to.
have anything you'd like to say to the audience, now's the time.
I hope
I
you
hope
tune
we
in for
enjoyed-
next race.
Yeah, because it is going to be a spicy battle. With Hughes now going for his second championship, Jason going for his fourth and also defending it, and some quite fast new drivers like Rosado, Elias Hawk, and Lozi also not giving up. So it's going to be spicy. That is
Yeah,
for sure.
Can't wait to see next race podium. And the top
Yeah,
10.
same. Well, I'm really looking forward to it.
Well,
And as always, thanks for watching.
see you next
Yes,
time.
good
We'll be
night,
back
bye.
on the 9th for our Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. Have a good one, everybody.
Goodbye.